Hey everybody, it's Andy back with another Big League Lawns tutorial video, and today I'm going to be showing you how to install your CheckMate Striping Kit onto the Honda HRN series lawnmower in just a few simple steps. Before we begin, I want to go over the tools and the hardware that's necessary to complete the installation. So come on in here and we'll check these out. So the first thing you're going to need is your CheckMate roller itself. The tools you're going to need are a 3/4 inch wrench, a 9/16 wrench, a 12mm socket which will help you take off the tire, your 7/32 Allen key, which is provided in your hardware pack. Then you're also going to need a power drill and a standard 3/8 drill bit. And then just wanted to touch on this, inside your hardware pack, you're going to have as well, you're going to have 2 mounting arms that are pre-assembled. The only thing that you're going to want to do is remove this lock nut and the first washer, and we'll get to that later in the installation anyway. So we're ready to get started. As you can see, I have tipped my mower on its side. I want you to keep in mind this is a brand new mower, so there's no gas, no oil, any fluids in this machine, so it's okay to tip it on its side. For you guys, you might just want to prop it up that way so you can get into our mounting location, which is going to be behind the tire. So with that said, the first thing we need to do is remove the tire. Take your 12mm socket that we talked about earlier. You're going to turn the lock nut on the tire counterclockwise. And then you can spin it off with your fingers and just remove the tire and set that aside. So we're zoomed in right now on our mounting location, which is going to be right here. As you can see, the hole has already been drilled, but I'm going to walk you through doing that. So you're going to need your small hardware bag, and inside you're going to have a 3/8 flat washer, so you're going to want to take that out. This is going to be your guide washer. So what you're going to do is you're going to align this with this back piece of plastic and the bottom piece of plastic. So basically push it all the way against both of those walls. And then you can either from here, if you want, you can take a marker and mark this hole here and then use your power drill, or you can just drill right through the washer if you feel comfortable. Once you've drilled your hole in your mounting location, you want to use your first mounting arm. What we're going to do is we're going to take off this 3/8 lock nut that I talked about and the first washer here. Just set those here. And you're going to take the entire setup and place it through that drilled hole. Just kind of set it in there. And then on the underside, you're going to use your 3/8 flat washer and the lock nut, and just thread that on with your fingers for now. Now that you have your lock nut finger tight, you want to grab your 7/32 Allen key and your 9/16 wrench. You'll place the Allen key up top and align the lock nut with the wrench and just kind of hold it there. Use the wrench to go ahead and just tighten that lock nut down. And then once it's tight, you want to make sure your bracket is still freely floating up and down, because that's going to allow the CheckMate to function properly. Before we move on to the other side, you just want to go ahead and reinstall the tire. Just put that on there, and then you can see there's a little space right here, so all you got to do is just twist that till it sets perfectly. Reinstall the lock nut, and then use your 12mm socket to just give it a turn, tighten it back down, and you're good. Now that you have both of your mounting arms assembled to the mower, we're going to go ahead and attach the L brackets so that we can attach those to the roller. So you have your L brackets from your hardware pack. So you're just going to take those and put them on the inside of the 3-hole bracket. You're going to use a 1/2 by 1 inch bolt, a 1/2 inch lock washer, and then a 1/2 inch nylon lock nut. Just go ahead and finger tighten that and complete that on the bottom hole as well. And do that to both sides. Now we need to remove the bolts from the channel nuts so that way we can attach them to the L bracket. So these are pre-tightened down from our factory for shipping purposes, so you just need to use your 3/4 inch wrench to loosen them up, and then you'll be able to pull this out. And just a helpful tip, these channel nuts do slide, the spring on the bottom. You just got to push them down and then you can move them to align them with the L brackets on the mower. So to place this in here, you just feed the bolt through the L bracket, and you're just going to line it up with that channel nut and thread it in, and just go ahead and get this finger tight for now on both sides. Once you have both of those fingered tight, you want to go ahead and slide the roller to make sure that it's centered behind the machine. So if you need to move these mounting arms, you can, and just kind of position the roller where you want it. And then once it's set, you're just going to take your 3/4 inch wrench and tighten both of these down completely. Now that you have those tight, all you want to do is you want to give the roller one final check, just lift up on it and make sure that it's freely floating up and down and it doesn't bind up or catch on anything. And then once you've done that, you're done, and you can install your bagger back on. And from there, you're ready to roll. All right, so that does it for me in the installation of the CheckMate Lawn Striping Kit on the Honda HRN series lawnmowers. If you guys need any help or have any questions, feel free to reach out to us via email at sales@bigleaguelawns.com, or you can always call us at 800-411-0150. Thanks, and we'll see you in the next one.